Shakespeare's plays were performed solely by the Lord Chamberlain's Company from 1594, of which Shakespeare himself was one of the actors. After Queen Elizabeth I died in 1603, the new king, James I, issued a royal patent to the company and it was renamed the King's Men. The company built a new theatre on the south bank of the River Thames in London in 1599, called the Globe, which made Shakespeare a wealthy man.
He became a shareholder in an acting company called the Lord, as well as the primary playwright and an actor. Furthermore, he would often perform at the court of Queen Elizabeth I. During the years of plague, which was an infectious disease, William would write poetry since the theatres were often closed. It was considered by the Elizabethans to be more important to write poetry than to write plays. He wrote 154 sonnets. After the plague, he wrote about 2 plays a year. Shakespeare wrote a total of 37 plays. This made William a wealthy man.
I chose to tell you today the fact that most people don't know about Shakespeare. So, one fact is that he was bisexual, and a lot of conspiracies say that he was bisexual. Some people believe it, some people don't. Anyways, second fact, he was taking drugs, and this is for sure, like, he was taking drugs. A recent scientific analysis of his possession showed that in his cigarettes was cocaine and cannabis. Yeah, so yeah, he was taking drugs. Another interesting fact is that Shakespeare's cousin, who was called Edward Arden, tried to murder the Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, basically he made the plan, he was planning to murder her, but he was caught before he attempted to. So, he went to prison, of course. He was found guilty of treason and hanged, drawn and quartered. In December 1582, his head was placed on a pile on London Bridge. That's disgusting. Okay, yeah. Anyways, Shakespeare, this is very interesting. Shakespeare invented the word swag. Yeah, they had swag. Yeah, Shakespeare invented those words, and linguists have estimated that his vocabulary consisted between 17,000 and 29,000 words. That's a lot of words. Yeah, so that's all. Facts about Shakespeare and some things I think you didn't know.
I'm going to tell you about something different, which is the King Lear. A long time ago, Lear, King of Britain, decides it's time to retire. He's getting old and he has to give his kingdom between his three daughters, Regan, Goneril, and Cordelia. But first, Lear wants the daughters to say how much they love him, in order to determine which daughter will get the biggest piece of land. Goneril and Regan start saying how much they love him, despite the fact that they don't really, but Cordelia refuses to respond, because she says that words and language are insufficient to express the love she feels for her father. Lear takes this the wrong way and disowns Cordelia. He also refuses to give her a dowry for marriage, so she runs off and she marries the King of France. When Lear's advisor Ken tells Lear he's doing wrong for Cordelia, he too is banished. Lear gives his kingdom in two other daughters, and he announced that he will be splitting his time between Goneril's and Regan's house. But one day, the bad daughters drive Lear away by himself, and he resorts to a hat. Meanwhile, Regan's husband died and the King of France born in Dover. Cordelia is notified and she turns back to meet her father, who has become almost crazy. Lear and Cordelia are arrested and locked up. Between two other daughters starts a fight, so Goneril poisons Regan, and then she commits suicide. At the end, Cordelia is murdered and dies in Lear's hut.
Thank you.